Rap It Up with Radio Raheem. I'm your host, Jamal, Radio Raheem. And for those who are new to this, Wrap It Up is a show where I talk about music topics from top 10 lists to album reviews. It's just going to be related to music. It's going to be on this show. Now, today's episode, we're talking about J.Cole. We're talking about why I'm a fan of J.Cole. We're organizing all his projects, his mixtapes, and his albums, not the EP, not the Dreamville compilations. And then I'm giving my top 5 J. Cole songs and what I'm looking forward to on his next album. So stay tuned, and we're about to be back. All right, at number 8 on the list of all his projects, we're going to go with The Come Up. Now, The Come Up is a mixtape, his first mixtape is how he came on the scene. Um, I think The Come Up is a solid project. I don't think he has a bad project. Let me put that out there. But I think like The Come Up, you can see like he was trying to find his voice, trying to find out who he is. So that's why that is number 8 on my list. Number 7, we have his debut album, The Sideline Story, Cold World, The Sideline Story. The reason why I have this at number 7 is because we've heard the songs. Well, at least I heard most of the songs before. I think the album leaked a long time ago before because most of the songs on there I heard. I wasn't really impressed with anything. I kind of had higher expectations for this album, and that's probably why it's so low on my list because of my expectations were so high when I first was like, "Whoo, J. Cole coming, we coming, Cole's coming." So that is the reason why it is number 7 on my list. Number 6 is For Your Eyes Only. Now, For Your Eyes Only, it took me a couple listens to like enjoy the album, because at first I was like, oh man, J. Cole, no man, like this ain't it. And I listened to it a couple times and I was like, I'm tripping. That album is fire. What was I? Well, I was tripping. For Your Eyes Only is dope. That one has Ville Mentality. I listened to that song a whole bunch of times. To play that song ridiculous amount. Like I know whoever was living with me had to hate it because I played the fuck out of that song. So For Your Eyes Only is number 6. So number 5 and number 4, I was going back and forth. But number 4 or number 5, I'm going to have to give it to The Warm Up. Now the Warm Up is his second mixtape. This is how I heard J. Cole, and this is what made me go back and listen to The Come Up because I was like, who is this guy? He is hungry and he is spitting, and I was like, this dude's gonna be a legend. Like I heard that, I was like, this dude's gonna be a legend. What sold me was Dead Presidents, his Dead Presidents freestyle, because Dead Presidents is my favorite Jay-Z song, and when I heard him get on that, I was like, oh, who is this guy? He's gonna make it. This guy's gonna make it. He's gonna be the next one. And honestly, I don't think he's disappointed. J. Cole is top tier MCs ever, not just currently rapping, like ever. Top 10 in my opinion. But the Warm Up was a great mixtape. So my number 4 is Born Center. Born Center does not get the credit that I think it deserves. That album is fucking fire. Like that don't get the credit that it deserves. I feel like Born Center like got overlooked, which I think is kind of weird for a J. Cole project to get overlooked. But like people always like, at least the people I know, they never really talked up on Born Center. And to me, that's one of the best projects he's put out. Born Center is dope. Like the songs are dope. The song where it's like he sampled like Outkast, Forbidden Fruit's on there. Like this is a solid album. I think Power Trip is on there. I'm trying to know off the top of my head. So if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But I think those are all on Born Center. So that's why Born Center is number 4 on my list. Now, the top 3 are all fucking classics. Let me put that out there. So these are all classics. If I was filming this another day, one album would be ranked higher than the other one. So I'm just letting y'all know. So if y'all ever hear me say something different, it changes by the day. At least the first 2 for sure. But number 3 is KOD. I remember exactly where I was when I heard KOD. I was working at Maricosa at the time, and we were on this trip in the Bay Area. And one of the students was like, yo, J. Cole just dropped. It's like, say less. You know, we went to the Streetlight Records in Santa Cruz, and I was all like, I gotta cop that CD, you know, and they had it, you know, new releases, bought the CD, didn't listen to it yet, and then like on the way home from the Bay Area back to Southern California, when I lived in Southern California, we played ATM like crazy. But like that thing, the whole album is cool. Like to see J.Cole switch it up, to see him rapping on different type of beats. You know, these were more like trappy type beats, and him rapping in different flows and all that stuff. It was something that like, you know, we wanted, you know, like we wanted, like for the people who like J.Cole's boring, you know, I just wanted this. This is the album that let them know that he can spit it any type of way that he wants. So I was happy that he did that album personally. So KOD, what does it stand for? Kids on Drugs or something like that. So I think KOD proved that J. Cole can rap in any beat. I mean, that year when he was just killing a whole bunch of features too, he showed that he's one of the best, and people don't want him on the track with him because he will body them. My number two is 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Now, I go back and forth between this and the number one. 2014 Forest Hill Drive is a motherfucking classic. That is a classic album from start to finish. That album is hard. You know, the cover is dope. Like when I saw the cover of the album, I was like, oh, it's about to be on. You know, this started to like no features stuff for me. I was like, oh, he don't need no features. You know, no features ain't going platinum. You feel me? Like who doing that? Name the rapper who's doing that. I'll wait. Ain't none. Exactly. So J. Cole, 2014 Forest Hill Drive, that one had like Fire Squad on there. A Tale of Two Cities is on there. Like that is a fucking classic album. Like I'm gonna listen to that right after this. Like that album is fucking fire. You know, one of the albums that I had to buy, you know. I had to buy, even though I had like I was able to stream it and all that stuff. I was like, I gotta physically own this one on CD and vinyl. And if they had it on cassette, or if they do got it on cassette, I'll probably get it on there too. It's one of my top 10, 15 albums ever that I really like. That album. It's one of my favorite albums. You know, I'm not saying it's the best album ever. You know, but it's one of my favorite albums. And the number one is the mixtape Friday Night Lights. Now, this to me is a top 5 mixtape of all time. Top 5 mixtape of all time. I said it and I stand by it. This is a fucking flawless mixtape. This mixtape is better than a lot of people's albums. And honestly, like, this was an album to me. You know, it was a free album that we got. Like, Too Deep for the Intro, Premeditated Murder. Jesus, like I don't know if he's selling this one on vinyl or anything. If you are J. Cole, let me know, you know, or post it on Dreamville or something. Post it online. I don't know, you know. If I want this on a vinyl record, I want this on CD. Even though it was free, I'll pay for it. You know, I think this is a easily top 5 mixtape of all time. To me, it's his best project. From the beats he chose to freestyle on, to the beats that were original, to the subject matter that he was rapping about. Like this is prime J. Cole. Like this is ain't nobody fucking with me. Who want it? You know, the songs that got like features on there, he clearly has the best verse on there. It even has the bonus track Looking for Trouble from Kanye and Good Music, where he clearly has the best verse on that bitch too. Like, dude was in his bag with this one. So let me go through the rankings again. Number 8, you got the Come Up. 7, you got Sideline Story. 6, you got, what did I have at 6? For Your Eyes Only. 5, The Warm Up. 4, Born Sinner. 3, KOD. 2, 2014 Forest Hill Drive. And number 1 is Friday Night Lights. Now, I'm going to give it to my top 5. Actually, my favorite. I'm not even going to rank them. These are my favorite 5 J. Cole songs. So, number 5, we have I'm a Fool, featuring CeeLo. I don't know who produced that song, but that song sees J. Cole talking like he's no better than people that put him on a pedestal. Like he still like do the same stuff. Like so I personally like that song because sometimes, like, when people be putting me on this pedestal saying I know better because I'm educated, I'm like, I'm still a fool, you know. I'm still like a nigga at the end of the day. So that's why that song is just, yeah. My fourth one, Fire Squad. Fire Squad is on the shower playlist. Play it all the time. Like, this one is just, I don't know, man. It's just the way he was rapping, the beat. Like, I don't remember him rapping like that aggressive, and he was hitting on subject matters, but doing it in like a way, like, it was just dope, you know. Fire Squad, fire. Um, three. So this song, Killers. I don't think it's even one of his most popular songs. Killers. It goes, Mama, I just killed a man. That song. He's telling like a story, and it shows his storytelling ability, and that's why that's one of my favorite J.Cole songs, because like he's telling the story. Reason got like a part two of it. Like he made a part two to J.Cole song. But it's dope, you know. Killers is a dope song. Bars, lyrical, storytelling, you know, it's telling like three different stories. It's dope to me. So um two, I'm gonna have to go with Lights Please. Lights Please, because Lights Please has, like, it's the first song that I heard of J. Cole on the radio. It's one of the first songs that I heard from J. Cole, and I was like, who is this guy? You know, and then I listened to the warm up after that. So Lights Please is actually the first song I've heard from J. Cole. And then I listened to the warm up, and then I listened to the come up, and then been a fan ever since. See him all the time in concert, every chance I get. But Lights Please will always be in my top five because of that reason. It's the reason why I became a fan. And number one is Too Deep for the Intro. Um, this song is just perfect to me. This is a perfect song. I can relate to the song in a lot of ways that I wish I couldn't. Um, but it's a great song. It's on Friday Night Lights. If you listen to Friday Night Lights, it's on there. It is a flame song. I recommend it. But those are my top five, or my favorite five J. Cole songs. Now I'm gonna take a little break, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking forward to from the next album. Hopefully this doesn't come out before his next album come out, because you know they don't be giving us release dates and shit. You know how they do. All right, so with his next album, I'm looking forward to his album. I've been waiting for this album to come out. I thought it was gonna come out last year. It didn't, but I'm still, you know, I still bump his old stuff. So I'm patient, you know, I don't want to rush project. But there's five things that I would like from his album. Usually he does right. So, but this is what I would like, you know. I would like to see features on this album. I know he does like no features and all that stuff, and that's like his thing, or people know him for. But I would like to see features. I would like to see like Rhapsody on there. I would like to see K Dot on there. Um, Ari Lennox, you know, some singers. Maybe you get some singers like Lucky Day, Xavier Omar, Jasmine Sullivan. You know, like I would like to see other people on the album. You know, he don't need features, but I would like to see features on his album. Personally, that's what I would like to see from the album. I'm also gonna get five things I would like to see, because you know I'm not making a whole list of what I would like to see. Just five things, you know. I would like to see the return of Kill Edwards, aka J. Cole, with the little weird voice. Um, I like that, you know. On KOD, I was like, oh, this is different, you know, different from him. But I liked it. I would like to see like a whole song or two in like Kill Edwards' voice, you know. I want a lot of tracks on this album too. Let me like, but like I would like that. The return of Kill Edwards, you know, I would like that. Kill Edward. You know what? That probably was his stepdad. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. I don't know why I didn't put two and two together. Um, I would like to see him work with producers outside of himself, and like the certain like few people he worked with. Like I would like to see him work with No ID, Hit Boy, Murder Beats, you know, like Metro, Madlib. I'd name a whole bunch of producers. I can obviously go on for day. Pete Rock, Ninth Wonder, Jalil Beats. All right, I'm gonna stop naming producers, but you get the point. I would like to see him work with different producers. I don't know. I would just like to see him how he would sound on their track. I think it would unleash a different element of J.Cole. Um, I honestly just want to see how he would sound. It don't even. I want to see how he would sound on these beats. So that's why I would love to see him work with other producers. You know, he seems to be like very like, you know, to himself and trust himself and all that. But I would like to see him like, you know, open it up to other producers and stuff like that. We saw on the Dreamville project him rapping on other beats, and that intrigued me. So I was like, oh, I would like to see a whole project of him on other people's beats, even like a Big Crit beat, like just somebody different, you know. Um, so the first one I did say I would like features. I would like a posse track. You know, I would like a track with like Boss, Omen, Jid, Earth Gang. Have Ari sing the hook. You know, like that would be dope. Loot, you know, I'm trying not to leave anybody out, you know. But I would like to see a posse track, like a Dreamville track, you know. That would be dope as hell, you know. That would be fucking fire, you know. You already know that would be flames because, you know, everybody's going to bring it because, you know, they got some other hyenas in there, you know, some goats in there, you know. You got to step it up, you feel me? So, yeah, I would love that, you know. I'm a big fan of posse tracks though. Like when you got the whole squad on the track, like I love it when the Rough Riders used to do it. I love it when Dipset does it, with TDE does it, with Black Hippie and all them be doing. I love that shit. So I would love to see a posse track. And the last thing, I would like a concept album. KOD to me was a concept album, and I would like another one of those that's like I think also For Your Eyes Only was one too. I would like another one. I like albums like that are like there's a concept that's telling you a story. It don't have to be super deep. It don't have to be crazy, but I want it to flow, you know, flow. I don't want a greatest hit album. I don't want just the 15 best songs. No, 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 no. I want it to flow, you know. I want every song to relate to each other. Of course, you got to have a single or two on there because you do got to sell still. I get it. It's a business. But I would like a concept album. These are just the things I would want, you know. He doesn't really disappoint me. So if he doesn't do any of these things, I'm sure the album is still going to be fire because he always gives us a fire project. And yeah, so this has been your boy Jamal, Radio Raheem. Tell me what you would like to see on the J. Cole album. Tell me what you think of my project rankings of his. And until next time, peace.